celebrity Big Brother. I'm now joined by Natalie. Before Natalie and I have a little chat, our shocked, magnificent 7 finalists have been to see Big Brother.
How surprised were you tonight at who was evicted?
It was ridiculous. I honestly can't get my head around it.
Big Brother, because we have been locked away from the outside world, the only snatch of it we get is the crowds outside, which obviously don't indicate at all the public vote, because in my not very good hearing, but Kirk and Natalie got the biggest cheers, and they've gone, and that's why we're totally and utterly astounded and shocked and you know.
But not just that,
upset.
They were 2 great housemates that were lovely, lovely people.
And they got great cheers when they went outside, so we're just gutted and baffled, really.
So, first up, me personally as the host, I'm doubly shocked tonight. Yourself
you
and
say
Kirk.
That to everyone.
No, actually, I said it to Kirk and yourself because I'm really shocked because a lot of the magazines and all the social sites and everyone, I think, had you tipped to win. They really did. And especially with what your housemates have just said.
Yeah.
Are you as shocked as they are?
No, I am shocked. Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not shocked. I didn't think I'd go tonight. However, when Kirk went, I thought, I'm going to go. I had a feeling.
If you didn't think you weren't going to go tonight, did you think you could have made it to the final then if you survived tonight?
I would have liked to have made the final. I've done 2 weeks. Thank you. I've done 2 weeks and a fortnight, and I thought, do you know what? I've done a third of the show.
Yeah.
And I've had really hard times where I've missed my daughter really badly.
Yeah.
And I thought, I've done a third and I want to make the final now.
Of course.
I'm not going to, bullshit about that. I wanted to make the final.
Yeah.
But it's a win-win in there at this point. You've done the parties, you've done the tasks, you've had a laugh, you've cried, I've got my letter, I've done all of that, and really everything now will kind of repeat itself apart from being in the final.
Okay.
So it's win-win because I get to see my daughter.
Now, behave.
Behave yourself.
Ignore them, it's fine. Now, you had the face-to-face nominations this week.
Yes.
You've only received 1 nomination.
Yeah, and
so do you feel bad that only 1 nomination and you're here?
Well, the twins nominated Kirk and me.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can blame them because they didn't know the gameplay.
Blame them a little bit.
Listen, no, the thing that I've got to say is today, and I don't know if you've seen it, there was a conversation that happened, and I was pretending to be asleep on the sofa.
Such a good actress. Such a good actress.
Right, so I was pretending to be asleep, and Michael and the twins were there, and Michael was like, so if I go, just the only Americans left, right? And they went, yeah, but if we stay and Denise goes, it's just us and Natalie. And as if to say, like, Natalie would never beat us. And after that, I was like that, the game's on. I'm not going out.
So, how do you feel? How do you feel now? They're in there and you're sat here talking to me.
That's all I wanted to do. My game was to stay after the twins. They're so confident. The confidence of those girls, I have never... Sometimes confidence can turn to arrogance for me. And I have never known they absolutely adore themselves. And it isn't a bad thing. No. They adore themselves, right? They absolutely do. They're sweet girls, but they're a different world from me.
Yes.
They've got $9,000 shoes on. I'm like, man, these are Dorothy Perkins.
Now,
I don't know what you're talking about.
we touched on you being a good actress. Of course, you had your secret challenge on our first night, wearing your hidden earpiece. Let's have a trip down memory lane.
It's the best ever. Can't believe you did it to
Tell
me.
Michael you loved him in Free Willy.
I absolutely loved you in Free Willy.
Not many people say that.
Natalie, kiss Frankie on the lips right now.
Let's have a little kiss. I do find younger men very attractive, so be careful.
Tell everyone that you've done a sex tape.
I did a sex tape.
Have you done a sex tape?
Yeah.
Who with?
What, and put it out?
Yeah. No one knows that.
Give a motivational speech and then begin to cry.
I just think we should all have a wonderful time and all be ourselves, right? No forces, no one's better than anybody else. And I just think we should all have a wicked time. Have a lovely time.
I have to say, honestly, I've actually seen your sex tape and it's really good. Now, what was the most embarrassing thing Big Brother made you do that night?
That night? I think it was the Frankie thing. It was like, please, he's 12, leave me alone. And it was when they went, could you go and take Frankie and stand with him? So this poor boy, right, he's coming to the house. He thought I was lagging afterwards. I thought he was absolutely smashed. I went, come and stand with me in the garden. And I went, OK, come here a minute. And I'm standing, I was like, could you say something in my ear?
Tell me what to do.
And he was like, what do you want? Why am I standing in the garden
I want
with
you.
And then afterwards it was like, you know, if none of the models want you, I'm here, babes.
It seemed to me you were almost
classic.
game for anything. What would you not have done in there?
Did you not see the syrup, the treacle? If anyone says to anyone the phrase, talking to you is like walking through a treacle, they don't know.
You're like, no, I've done that.
No, I've done it, and
yes.
You don't know how hard it is. I'm offended, really offended. I think I would have done anything in there.
I actually quite
amazing.
liked
You have to grab everything in there and do it.
Covered in blue, almost Smurf-like.
Loved it.
And you had it the next day under your arm. Are you still a bit blue?
Why do you think I'm all covered up? My armpits are blue.
She's hiding her blue marks.
My toes are blue.
Now, a thing that I think has gripped us and obviously people watching, there we go, look at that, is Denise and Michael's relationship.
Oh, please.
Can you please tell us, from us watching it, we think it's Denise that needs almost Michael's approval all the time, and we want to know why.
They're secretly in love. We just got to get together.
Kirk just said to me it was sexual tension. What's your take on that?
No. Do you know what? The pair of them, it's draining in that. You know, they're the two oldest members, and you'd
expect them to be a bit more
You end up
mature.
going out, and I'm talking to Michael, and Michael's do you know what? I really can't tell you my emotions. I had the most emotions, mixed emotions for Michael Madsen.
So then, you had such a good relationship, so when did it turn?
When did it turn? The eviction the other night, we all got nominated, and I'm standing in the kitchen, and I was like, and we was having a really deep and meaningful chat about my mum, and we were talking about loads of stuff before, and it was brilliant. And then I went, oh, you know, I'm nominated, we're all up then, and he went, now you know how... They didn't show this.
We've seen that.
Now you know how it feels. And I was like, you're a freak, you're a freak.
Calm down. Did you feel pressure to take sides? Because I would say you and Denise are good friends.
And then he said, I'm so diplomatic. I mean, do you know what? You have to be diplomatic in that house. You have to be, otherwise it causes tensions. You really, until you... Well, you know more than anyone. When you're in there...
A little bit, yes.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
But when you're in there, you know, the emotions are so high, you just want to make sure everyone's all right. But I said to the pair of them, it's boring me. You're boring me. I will do it tomorrow. Chill out.
I think you were diplomatic, but also kind of a peacemaker in a sense, making sure nothing kicked off.
No, I didn't want it to kick off.
Watch this, Natalie.
You're a reasonable person. You're a good negotiator.
I'll try my very hardest.
Go in there. Go in there.
What's the matter?
Kirk's going to kick off.
What's the matter?
Is it not good?
Tell me what's happened.
I
just want to get out of the
losing his temper.
All right.
I'm not losing my temper.
Yeah,
Don't
you
lose your
can't stand
temper.
with us right now.
You don't need to lose your temper.
He wants to go through the
Not
door.
at all. Come on. Don't be a naughty boy in the morning so that you don't give a fuck about anyone. It's not like you.